folks? We are back. The Breakdown Boys, Wade Sensei.
Oos.
Your eyes do not confuse you. That's the same shirt he's worn in the last 7 videos.
Bro, it's gold. It's gold now. Look.
All right. Chill.
It's gold.
It's going for gold. Now,
I'm going to have to just show you the front of the shirt and the back every time. So y'all don't think it's the same
you
shirt.
showing the back to the people? Hey, yo, wait a second. I'm going to show you the back side. So, speaking of the front and the back, we're taking it all the way back to the front or start of influencer boxing. We did this already with episode 1, guys. This is episode 2 and potentially 3 of the deep dive featuring Deji and Jake Paul. The date of this fight, man. The date was August 31st, 2018. So again,
wow.
We are talking about 5 years ago.
Crazy.
Now, leading up to this fight, we kind of went over this a little bit in our first deep dive. KSI Joe Weller. KSI called out Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls, right? From that moment, Jake said, we're not boxing. I'm going to go and we'll do MMA, whatever. Logan steps up, says, I'll fight KSI, but Jake says, I'll fight Deji. Now, at the time, Sensei, did you have any involvement with the lead into this at all?
Training, not until
any of it?
Well, I did spar with Deji after the fight was booked, right? I was at the press conference. I was on security detail for JJ.
Wait, which press? You were at the LA presser?
LA presser. Bro,
Okay.
when they popped off. When they were
Walmart
wearing
was
that.
being chanted and the headband
Walmart being chanted, the headband,
yeah,
and then the hat wearing, the hair or the
hair
wig.
wearing. Yeah.
And then the scuffle went up on stage.
Oh, yeah, Vidal and Shannon Briggs.
Bro, yes.
Right?
I was standing there like, son.
Wait, was Vidal Shannon Briggs that day, or was it? Wait. That was number 2. I think that was number 2.
That was number 2. No, not Shannon Briggs.
It
was that was Milton.
Milton. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'll never forget, bro. One of the craziest parts of that day, someone like they're all scuffling, and I'm standing there just like waiting for a punch to be thrown. Like I'm not getting this, and I'm not getting into a shoving contest. I'm just gonna stand there and wait. And it was funny. Greg Paul was like, "Tell everyone to relax." I was like, "Bro, back up, dude. Do not step towards me, son." It was crazy. It was crazy.
About to drop GP. No, dude.
I'm like, everybody back up. But it was fine. And then I'm standing there, bro. I'm like on laser, like I'm just looking for things. I'm looking for the weird things to happen.
For sure.
Somebody does something crazy. Someone's gonna pull a knife. Someone's, you
Whatever.
You never know.
You're in LA.
So
right?
I'm just like,
yep.
Doing one of these. I'm not doing the whole whatever. And bro, a water bottle. I don't know if it's from the audience or from one of them. Gets hummed like this, and I do one of these.
Whew.
Sink.
Yep. Give me that.
And I was like, that was sick.
Full ultra instinct, yeah, bro.
Like, but I don't know if anyone saw it.
You're looking back on cam like saw something.
Then I'm like, like this.
Back to it.
There was some people in the crowd literally go, yo, that was crazy. They literally, kids like saw it and were like, that was dope. I was like, all right, somebody caught it, so it's okay. We never caught it on camera. I'm sad about that to this day.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, man, there was some beef back and forth. I was helping. I mean, I helped with Deji a little bit. I did some sparring with him. You know, we talked a little bit.
That footage of you, that you put out after he got his first win, where you were training with him back in the house. I saw that.
Yeah, but I put out the sparring footage. You remember those days?
Click.
I was right away. Yeah. As soon as Deji made the walk,
click,
boom, public, dude. We're sparring. You know what I mean? And I was talking with Deji actually the night before fight night. So the night before fight night, we spent a couple hours talking about.
Did he want to do this? Did he want to fight Jake?
Man. He was like, yeah, because I mean, a lot of it. He's just training. He's learning boxing, so it's all new. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna compete. It's a lot of unknown. So it's like it's exciting. It's nerve wracking.
Right.
So he's just. And we were talking. There's a lot of like listening, trying to absorb information because you got this fight. I think it's as you get. I think the reluctance of fighting happens after you've competed because then you realize how tough it is, and you're like, oh, we got to go through this all over again. But like, this is your first time fighting. You're like, I'm gonna freaking knock him out. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
And it never goes out the way that you originally planned, perfectly.
Definitely didn't for Dej,
yeah, man.
unfortunately. But
No.
this is why we watch, to see what exactly happened when Deji fought Jake Paul. It's time, Sensei, for the deep dive number 2. Let's go. Look at this. Was this the first appearance of Bruce?
Yes.
Or Bruce. No. Michael Buffer?
Yes, bro. Because I competed this night, bro.
This was Michael Buffer. First time. He didn't obviously ring announce for every fight, but the co-main and main, I assume.
No. Yes.
So
I believe it was co-main. Maybe just KSI.
Deji and Jake had the first ever Michael Buffer influencer ring announcement. Fair play.
This is the truth.
He's a legend, by the way.
Dude, my dad couldn't believe it.
Oh, I
we
bet.
were there.
My
dad was like, Michael Buffer is announcing these fights. I was like, yeah, Dad.
It's crazy. There's Milton. What a time, bro. What a time.
This was insane, bro. This was insane.
To watch it back, look at now they had upgraded. We were Copper Box for number 1. Where are we at here? Where did you fight?
Manchester Arena.
How many people?
15.
Fucking hell, bro.
20?
15 or 20, and it was packed.
Yeah. The energy was crazy. That was the sickest thing ever. I've never been a part of anything like that.
That was bigger, you think, than KSI's return? Like all that, you think Logan?
It's
KSI
hard for
number
me
1
because when KSI returned, what do you mean KSI returned? Like Pineda?
Like, yeah. Well, was this one, that feeling in that room that night? Was it like maybe it was different or was it bigger?
It's different because I was there, but I was fighting on both, so it's hard.
But that main event,
KSI and Logan was bigger.
That had to have felt bigger. That main event,
yeah, bro. KSI, it was
what was on the line, you know?
Yeah, because like Logan, who was this guy? Freaking Ivan Drago, whatever.
Facts.
But when I walked out, too, everyone went, ooh, the whole crowd yelled, oos, bro.
Bro. I bet that
I was like,
nuts.
yo, this is crazy.
Nuts. And they were, like you
dope.
said, 15K in there.
That's when the UK was my hometown crowd. When I came out the second time with Kenny, they were like, boo. I was like, wow.
That was, they switched up heavy, dog.
Switched it up on me heavy, dog. Because I was fighting overt flow. They were there for me. Not PJ,
right. Not
unfortunately. He wasn't a UK guy.
Look at clean-shaven Jake, bro.
Babyface,
killer on him. The actual problem child back then.
He looks
like Dennis the Menace, bro.
No, you know what he looks like? Syndrome from Incredibles.
Oh, dude. Okay, I like that.
I've always said this. I'm like, this guy. Early on, like Jake, I'm like, this is Syndrome. Christian, pull up Syndrome, dude.
Actually,
put his voice, his whole personality, same thing.
Actually. Look how Jordy, right but it was beautiful dope. Suit. Joe, beautiful suit. Lawrence, t-shirt. If that doesn't represent Lawrence, I don't know what does.
Vibing.
Just vibing on him. All right, so Dej hits the ring. Got to get the headgear on him. We were still in the headgear phase. And look who the referee is. Would you believe it? The same guy every time. He's the big Don. Money ref, bro. They get the Don in there.
Babyface Jake.
Look at babyface Dej. Actually, Dej kind of looked the same. He got a little bit of a little bit more of a grown-up look now, but he looked kind of the same. But babyface Jake, I don't look like him at all anymore. This man said, "For America." I don't know if you could read his lips there. For America. I can tell you that America was not rocking with you right there, Jake. They've come around to Jake. I have too, but at the moment...
Yeah, of course, yeah.
By the way...
At that time, no, sir.
At that time, nah. By the way, Jake was really trying to get this clothing line over. I don't know if you remember this at the time.
I remember at the time.
What was it called? Oh, man. Something... RMBO. I don't remember the acronym or what. Rise something. Nothing ever happened because of it. The face off. Jake back then. What do you think Jake was wearing or weighing back then? He's tiny.
$180?
Yeah, he's tiny. Dej probably outweighed him here, honestly.
That's wild. It's freaking
Maybe
wild.
not, but Jake's a lot bigger as far as just his stature, but Dej had a lot of weight on him. Here we go, man. Round 1.
There we go.
Very tentative from both guys.
Oh, here we go. What we saying?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Deji with the
But
jab.
You see what I'm saying? Deji comes out orthodox.
Yeah, that's right. That's
crazy.
He likes to switch stances. He plays second. That's why.
That's
Switch
what
it
I'm
up.
saying. Look at Jake's stance, by the way. The way he moves, completely different than what we see now. This is very much Milton influence, though, because this is how Logan, to a degree, Logan fights.
Yep.
Which I think is interesting because I don't think it suited Jake what he was doing then, but I also don't think Milton necessarily suits Logan. Boom!
Ooh, walked onto that left hook.
That could have ended the fight. I think that's the first time Deji got properly hit. Not just in this fight, I think in general. That might have been the first time he'd ever been properly hit.
Walked him right into that hook.
And Jake set it up low key, a little faint.
But that's the Milton special right there. That low hand, slap left hook.
Except Jake actually caught it. Oh, nice right hand. To the body.
So Deji has to weather the storm early.
Yeah, bro.
Which is tough in a first fight. Fatigue, gas tank out the window.
Yep.
Tries to come forward with the combination.
Jake's reach.
Well, I don't know where I'm at, but I'm screaming right now for Deji to get underneath.
Yeah, 100%.
Everything he's doing, he's popping his head up.
So Jake's team is here in the crowd. I just noticed it. I'm going to do this all fight. I don't care. This guy right here, I don't know who he is, but I know at the time he was a part of Jake's team screaming, Deji, you're a bitch.
I'm done. I remember that guy, though. I don't remember him screaming that.
He does it right there, and then he does it again. But look at Dej. Coming forward, no fear, right?
Nah,
nothing really lands there, but you hear the crowd going crazy.
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, yeah.
I think this is one of the big things. If we watch this back, obviously we're doing right now, people give Deji a lot of credit in this fight for lasting.
Right.
But this was not a close fight. Deji gets washed in this fight, and I think people, I don't want to say unjustly, but he got a lot of praise off this fight going into that Vinny Hacker fight, and that's why so many people were disappointed. If you watch it back, it wasn't. I think people romanticized what Deji did here.
I think it was probably because of the expectations for Deji.
It was zero. It was nothing.
Right.
And he was able to stay in there, right?
Like, remember Jake was like,
I'm going to knock you
round
out
one,
first
you're dead.
round. Yeah.
So, like, that's what people thought. Like, it was going to be over. Like, right away.
Yeah.
You know?
And Deji has his moments here. He does.
Remember, even JJ at that time, it was what he was saying. Remember, he's not training.
Yeah.
He's not doing this. So
See,
that
he
was
has his
wasn't
moments,
like,
you know?
It wasn't a secret at that time.
Like, look at this little right hand. Yoom, yoom. He has moments.
He bloodies him up.
Jake had to go get his nose fixed after this fight, or after one of the fights.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just
around the guard, boom, right through. Even though, like, Jake still had, like, he had a natural fundamental awareness of, like, positioning, framing, where to be, where not to be. Even here, like, he gets it, like, oh, shit, I can't punch you anymore, clinch. You know, like, he got it really quickly, you know?
And he moved pretty well for his feet. That's one of the hardest things.
Balanced. Never tripping over himself. Patient.
It's a wrestling background. He knows how to move.
Yeah, patient. I like that from Dej. Oh, he got caught again.
Big left hook.
Yep. That's the typical both guys eat their own jabs.
Yep. At
Jake
this point,
showing him
I
different
am
looks,
losing my voice. I'm screaming for him to get underneath.
Yeah.
I think he does at one point. And I'm like, God, what? It's about damn time. I'm losing my brain.
Jake was very front foot heavy at this time, which is interesting. He's the complete opposite now.
Leaning forward.
Yeah.
He'll do it at times, though, to draw.
To draw, for sure.
And then try to sit and throw that overhand.
Yeah.
Either left or right.
That's true. Boom. Jab. Dej again. Comes back. Nice little answer.
Yeah. This is round one, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, you even hear Jordy say it right there.
6 rounds is a lot, man. First fight again.
Six
First
rounds.
Fight, 6
hey,
rounds.
Come on now, Dej.
Yeah, Deji, come on.
You even hear Drew Jordy reference the Jake Paul thing there. The first round knockout is not happening. So that must have been a lot built into that.
Listen, first round, he's landing punches. Jake's bloodied.
Yep. And now all of a
Everyone
sudden,
thought Jake is going to just walk right through him. Deji's actually landing some punches.
This picture lives on
here.
to this day, or for a long time it lived on as like
Mm-hmm.
Deji's mark on influencer boxing. This was such an important picture and moment for Deji, I think.
And
for a
that
lot of people.
confidence and that arrogance that Jake had wiped off his face. So the round one, the whole lead up, that whole thing, and everyone thought Deji's going to lose. Now it's like, oh, Deji's actually in this fight. He's landing some punches. He's fighting back. Again, this is exceeding the expectation, even though expectation
100%. This is where I think you started to see what Jake Paul could become in this scene. Because, like you said, at this moment, Jake wins the first round. But this is a pretty, it's right now it's a fight.
Yeah.
What Jake does from here, with the mentality switch from I'm just gonna knock you out, whatever, to being like, I'm gonna box now. Like we're in a fight.
Yeah.
Watch me handle the pressure. Is what I think we ended up seeing him. Why we ended up seeing him elevate through this, answering the call, where guys would see their own blood and maybe fade here, and be like, I don't know if this is for me.
Yeah,
he answers it.
For this.
Is that Keemstar?
Yeah, it was Keem.
Look at Keem, man. Shout out Keem. Look at he got Drew Jordy's stomach and dick. Phenomenal.
Standing up. Abdominals.
But yeah, you see Joe Weller on commentary. Boom, right hand across. Boom, boom. Nice work to the body there. But Deji has got a nice chin on him too, man.
Look at these guys. Custom gloves.
I know. It was
custom.
Look at the gear, the whole thing, bro.
Yeah, bro. I have my own gloves too, the Oos gloves.
Yes, dude.
With the face logo on one and Oos on the other.
Clean.
Fire.
All right, here we go. Round 2. Boom, right back on the jab.
Yeah, right back to it.
Deji's trying to throw, just getting touched. Deji, even back then, Deji was quick, man.
Yeah, he was, man.
Fast hands, quick.
Landed jab there.
This is why I say he needs to get back to whatever weight he was. Maybe when I said he was bigger than, or maybe weighed more than Jake, I think I was wrong there because he looks way faster here than you'd seen him in maybe even some of his fights after Vinny Hacker. Like he's moving.
Yeah,
I'd love to see him at like 150, 155. Obviously, he's
part
a
of
little
the
bit bigger.
part
than
of the
that,
reason he gassed out too, because he wasn't training right, and he's also exerting a lot of energy here.
Yeah,
with punches.
Yeah,
but look at him coming forward.
I know, man, trying to come for it. Boom.
That left hook, he had no answer for it, dude.
It's a nice feint too into it. Jake does a pretty decent job of feinting into that, and that's one of Jake's best weapons even to this day is his lead hook. Deji tries to go with one too. Deji again, orthodox pretty much this entire fight. This is why I said, "Fuck it, man. Let's see him in orthodox." I think he throws better out of orthodox because Sensei. I think he's a right-handed guy.
He say that and he
switched.
literally
he switched
right away.
But you see what I'm saying? How this right hand comes out?
Yeah.
Watch this right hand come out. Whoa!
Boom!
Come on, bro. It's right hand as he switched.
Look at it. He goes right back to.
Let me just get
orthodox.
right back to orthodox.
All right, that didn't
Boom!
work.
The jab though.
But see how he's leaning back? He's staying above the punches.
Yeah, you wanted him to get under.
I'm like, Deji, you got to get underneath it, man. Get underneath.
And you see Jake is the low man here, right? He's changing that level to get underneath and pop.
And his arms are longer. You're not going to be able to do this. This is going to happen all day. You're going to get jabbed. You're going to lean back.
Yep.
And you're going to try to mid him. You're going to miss. You're going to run into shots.
But Jake very flat-footed too, right? He's never really has been a guy that's been super light on his feet, like bouncing around. He's been very much methodical approach, flat foot. That's been something he's kept with him even now. Like I was one of the big, I like that combination. Didn't land, but I like the bait here from Jake. Boom. Gives him the jab. He's like, watch this one. Tried, buddy.
Tried a little.
But the thinking, the ability, still these uppercuts. The JJ. And again, he goes to clinch when he's in close. Nice little cheeky uppercut there from Deji.
There you go, Deji. Fight, Deji.
Come on, Deji. Come on.
And I'm over here screaming, left hook.
Hey, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
I'm over here screaming, left hook. Deji, get under. Left hook. Because Jake's so available for the left.
Yeah.
That right hand's asleep, son. And I remember I'm screaming. Bro, you can't hear it, but I'm screaming. I have no voice left. Get underneath. Left hook. Underneath.
What's happening
Left
here?
hook, Deji. Somebody, during the corner, I'm over here yelling, somebody tell him to throw a left hook. What happened? Ref, what we doing?
Same thing. It's always the ref doing something in these fights. Same guy. I think it was Jake's blood. Boom, boom. Jake gets off center.
Fight. They're just fighting back, though. Fair play.
He's trying.
You see that little, lean back. Look at that. Stunting on him.
Trying to, buddy. Hand to the body. Boom. Again.
That left hook just walking into it. That slap hook. That
he didn't have that turn
special.
yet. He didn't have the ability to turn it over yet, but it was the idea was there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Jake Paul and Logan special right there. The jab in the clinch. They know that too well.
Underhook.
Those underhooks and hold on, buddy. Except now Jake does a
through.
good job of overhooking guys. But round 2. We're 2 rounds in, Sensei. What are you saying, man?
Yeah, man.
Deji's in the fight.
He's having moments, bro, in each
Having
round.
his moments. He's in the fight.
Like, at this point, it's like, bro, this is a fight, man.
It's a fight. He's just not landing as much as you'd like to see. He's throwing a ton. He's not landing like you'd like. There was a definite reach disadvantage there too, because you would see Deji throwing heavy, but just not there. And Jake had the wherewithal to not be there. Ideally, because Deji's talking about coming back and fighting Jake one day. I don't know if that happens, but even then, ideally, the same discrepancies are going to be there. Jake is so his body frame is too big. It's too big of a guy.
Yeah, bro.
Size, reach, he's too big. It just doesn't make sense for Deji.
Like,
I know he wants
right
that
here,
one back. But
Jake's on the bottom sector.
This is the lightest you would see him.
And Deji's right here is like the top sector right here.
Yeah, so this is like the closest you would have got,
No
now,
bueno.
The reach that you already had an issue with.
This was the opportunity.
Yeah, is now packed by a couple more pounds of muscle, years of technical work.
Yeah, that right hand made him fix his gear.
Hey, come get it, Dej.
Looking him right back, though.
Come
Answering.
get it, Dej.
Answering. And that was the thing that I was worried about, too, is he going to answer if Jake puts it on him? And
He
he
tried.
to really put him. Yeah. Right
The
there,
defense
man.
just
Jab and
nothing.
get underneath, son.
Oy.
And we get countered all day.
One of the things that got Deji into trouble in this fight was something that haunted him in his next fight, in the Alex Wasabi fight. Pressure and him moving straight backward.
Yeah.
Just putting himself in bad positions so that when he does want to counter off, he has to force it. He has to reach for it. The feet aren't under him, like all that stuff. Just out of range.
Yep.
Nicely.
Big combination there from Jake.
Yeah, that was nice. Boom. Stiff jab.
Walking
Gets
into
the head
that jab.
underneath it.
Chasing him those straight legs. Bro, I know for a fact I am yelling right now.
Look at the headgear, bro.
Round 3, though.
I know they're still in there.
6
They're still moving
rounds,
around,
man.
Boom. Here comes the
Oh
He's
my
trying
gosh.
He's
He's
trying
trying.
to frame and throw. It just can't get the timing down, and Jake's
Jake,
smart enough to get out of range.
Always really good moving backwards.
Yeah. Look at
Boom. Sliding out.
and then turns him on him. Deji, not knowing, gets turned here and put on the ropes just because he allows himself to. Boom, double jab. It's
Man.
I don't want to say comical, but it is wild to see how much both guys have improved.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is just a snapshot. It doesn't tell you the 5-year story, but just watching them, it's like, wow, man. The complete difference. From both guys. From Dej, it is, who is that guy? That's not the same dude at all.
Yeah.
From Jake, you see bits and pieces of stuff he still does, but obviously he's gone crazy levels.
I wonder who's yelling. Is that me? You could hear?
I hear
couldn't tell
somebody,
that.
but it didn't sound like your voice. Let's hear.
I can't really hear it.
Just come on, Deji, and yeah, but it sounded like an American, so maybe.
Oh, okay.
Jake went wrestler mode.
I was
there.
annoying the heck out of everyone around me.
I'm sure.
They were all quiet, just looking at me. Like, when's this guy gonna shut up? Because I was calling for that left hook so much.
Both guys are.
Look at that.
Watch
bro.
out. That's little brother pissed
That's
off.
that.
He took it.
That's that Tekken special. Just, yeah. I'm
That's
gonna
your
hit you with
little
a
brother
controller, son.
pissed that you got smacked up in Tekken right there.
Facts.
Yes, you picked the character I wanted. You piece of
Yeah.
shit. He said, "Watch the backhand." Both guys are dead right now, gassed.
Oh, exhausted.
But again, at this point, it's more mentality and will than anything else.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Now it's starting to set in for Deji though. We're talking round 4. Oh.
Yeah. But he's in there. You know.
He is. He's fighting, man.
He's trying. He's just he's not landing as clean as he'd want to. So it's Jake just overwhelming with the jab.
Couldn't close the gap.
Yeah.
You couldn't close the gap, and you can't go straight in.
Straight
like
in
that.
or
Just
straight
keep your head
back.
up.
He's just gonna eat you up.
Go under, dude. Under.
We're going into round 4. I have to think this is 3-0 Jake. One was close because of the whole bloody nose thing, but I thought Jake won that round 2. And again, trying, but
That's what Deji had this habit. He's trying to paw, and his head would pop up when he punches.
This is KSI, reminiscent very much of KSI. This whole exchange where he paused and then this jumping kind of whatever.
Yep,
That's
just
a
going
KSI
after
special,
him.
bro.
Oh, little knee there, a kick, huh?
Yeah, watch
from Deji.
out. Watch out. Taking it
Hui,
back.
hui, hui.
Another jab, man. And it's Deji just chilling on the ropes. Boy, there's Jake's
big
first
right hand.
turned over right hand that we've seen.
And that
from
Jake
him.
little shoulder scratch he does all the time.
Yeah, he does.
He does
and
this.
he's like,
Ah, yeah. What's up? Hold that.
Yeah. That's like his reset. How some guys will like smack the gloves together.
That's how Dustin does this. Dustin does this.
Dustin does that, or he does the pants grab. That's Jake's.
Yep.
Like,
Jake's like,
yeah, there it is.
eh.
The double jab, the classic. Then Deji goes southpaw.
Yeah. Oh, no, can't do that.
Oy. Working the body as well. Boom, jab again.
Oh,
Oy,
no level
hook.
change. Big left hook. Yo, I forgot he took some heavy shots in
bro.
this fight.
And you think about it, Deji has taken some shots, and hasn't really ever been hurt, you know, that we've seen. He might have got hurt with the Jake Paul, the first one. Maybe that's more because he just never felt a punch like that. He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
no one's really ever hurt him, you know?
I know, it's weird.
It's a testament to it, that Olatunji chin, man. Those guys can take shots.
Tough.
Oh, he gets caught again.
Bro, he keeps going straight in.
His ting. He's like, here he comes. Elbow, watch it. Watch the elbow.
Oh, I
kid.
thought that
Watch
was
the
a elbow there,
Hey,
huh?
watch it. Watch it.
So it's
Foreshadowing.
Deji.
And then that methodical approach from Jake.
You can still hear the will. Deji freaking don't hook him punch. Foreshadowing Logan Paul.
I'm saying, bro. Watch out. I think that actually happened. in the
Dej
first one.
Jasamus. Look at him try to slip to that right
It's a little
hand.
cheeky
You see him?
uppercut. Cheeky.
Sa.
Oi, oi. Both guys, like I said, dead.
Oh, yeah.
Jake gets under one. Yeah, we still fighting. Hold on. Don't
Look at him. They're
No
just
pause.
going
We
for
still
it, man.
fighting
He's
here.
going for it.
no.
Ah, heavy jab.
Again
Walking
with the hook,
into that.
bro.
Ah.
Boom, boom.
And I'm screaming because I'm like, Deji, we talked about this for hours the night before.
Oi!
Oh,
Corkscrew
big
uppercut.
punches.
Overhand. Oh, sneaky right here from Dej.
Another one. Sup, clinch uppercut. I was like, Dej, do not enter in a straight line. Go underneath. When
Underneath
you enter,
that.
go in. Underneath. Jab to the body. Lower your head, and then throw your combinations. Just don't go straight in. Oh, you can see it now, the
Here we
fatigue.
go. We got to freaking adjust the head guard.
This is when the my leg hurts, or My arm hurts. I can't breathe. I have asthma. This is where that doubt starts really kicking in for Deji.
Yeah.
He's turning into the I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too tired.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it.
Yep.
We all have that, but right now it's starting.
Right now,
to
it's
kick
like
in heavy.
it's taking its toll.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it already. I'm done. I want to keep doing it.
Like he tried. He's already thrown his best punches. And now he's getting tagged. And now he's really in the trenches right now. Same thing keeps happening.
Yep. Nice little jab there from Deji. That's the end of that round. And that's where you really, as both guys go back, it's easy for Jake because he's winning this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't say it's easy. It's easier for Jake because he's winning this fight. But Deji, this is where that first kind of inclining of what we would see, unfortunately, from him probably start to set in. Dome. Bang, buddy. Hold that one. All right, round 5.
Oh, you can see it in Deji's face right there.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
His spear is gone.
Yep. Yeah, there's a guy ready to come off that stool and a guy having to come off that stool,
Yep. But 5 rounds is tough, man. It's your first fight.
5 twos, bro.
You're already in championship rounds, bro.
It's crazy. And you could hear the crowd, I think, knew a little bit at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That crowd is quiet. Eats another jab.
Look at Deji trying.
He's throwing, man. He's throwing for his life.
No
here.
answer. No answer, though. You know what I mean?
Just technically
he doesn't know
wasn't
how
there.
to. He doesn't know how to win.
He didn't train.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's true. What you said, he didn't know how to win. That's a big deal.
Right. Yeah.
It's a big deal because
he's just guessing now.
as much as, and we'll get right back to it, but I think that's such a good point you made. As much as Deji had won in his life to that point, and same with Jake and Logan, it was tough to teach him how to do it without KSI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to
This one was
by yourself
Deji.
out there.
This is not, I can go and film something with KSI. I can go and film with the family. At least Jake and Logan, and KSI to this point, he had won something. They had done things on their own. They had wrestled. They had had one-on-one competition. Deji, I don't know, had that, and especially in front of this crowd, to dig and figure out how to win, that was something he was still foreign to. It's a great point, man. Boom, boom. Hey, we like that.
Cheeky. I like it.
Little clinch work. Jake to the body. Upstairs. Oh, that was a low blow.
Oh. Yowzers.
Right to the dick.
Right to the gonads.
Is this the beginning of the end right here?
Yeah, big left hook there.
Boom, boom. Right hand just, oh my Lord, all over him. It's the first. That's the towel. That's it.
Yep, that was it.
Jeez.
Dang, man.
That was it.
But at this point, it's like, okay.
What was
Deji
this
lost
arena
in
like
way-
right now? You're in that moment. What are the people?
People were happy for Deji
They're
here.
happy for Deji.
Yeah.
Are they booing the teetotal shit out of Jake here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because it was like it didn't go the way that you imagined. Because again, the expectation for Deji was
right?
like
it kind of went the way
round
you
one.
imagined, but just maybe not in the way that you thought. Like everyone
thought
Jake
it was going to be
smoke him.
round one.
Yeah.
Just wash him.
But Jake beat him, but not in the round one devastating fashion. Look at
No.
a little embrace here, bro. A little embrace.
Yeah, it was a fight, and then it was also a towel. You know what I mean? It was. He didn't get like the.
Yeah,
it was.
they threw
you know
the
what I'm
towel,
saying?
and then they got Deji on his shoulders. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What
Jesus.
are we doing here? Oh shit! It's Erica Costell.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about her, dude.
Wow.
What a time.
I'm telling you. I think she's from the great state of Tennessee. I could be wrong. Don't say it's the best thing coming out of Tennessee. Don't disrespect me like that.
Well, I didn't say nothing.
Be disrespected. All right, so let's get to...
I'm just over here pissed. Bro. I
Yeah,
was just
everybody...
heated.
That's why I wanted to know. Like, everybody was, like, obviously appreciative of Deji and the expectations were met and then some, but there's got to be some disappointment that KSI really, the reason I bring it up, that KSI really had to bring back in that main event, you know?
Yeah. No,
Which
for
I
sure.
think
Like, yeah.
I think made the main event that much more important because Deji just got basically 5-0'd. And you're like, bro, if Logan comes in here and does that to JJ,
but it's a wrap.
right? So that
All the pressure's on JJ now.
now
All
the pressure almost doubled now because Dej just went out there and he did his thing, but he didn't get it done. Look at Jake chiseled up. Come on now, that's one of the best shapes. You'll see, Jake.
Calls out Chris Brown.
Is that what it was? Was it Chris Brown? That's what I want to see
I
here.
was so annoyed at this time too, especially that time, Jake Paul.
And I know at this time Jordy was not major fans of the Paul guys, so it was pretty interesting to see this interview. It's got the WBC belt.
Oh, I remember that. See? Yep.
Jake takes it personal, man. He takes.
That's right.
You know who else does? KSI.
That's right.
These two are two peas in a pod, buddy. I'm telling you. They act like
100%.
they're not the same. No. Here, they absolutely are, dude. I don't know what was said, but what was he talking about? Did he like say something about, just talking shit or something? I don't know.
I think I remember though there was a thing he said about. I think he said about
something about Jake's
parents or something.
Oh, okay. Probably about GP.
Probably.
Because you can't go after Mama Pam. She's a sweet lady. Well, listen, Faye Sensei, that was episode number 2 of our deep dive series.
Man, taking me back.
Taking us all back, man, to where it began with Deji, the heartfelt message after I will come back. It didn't happen necessarily in the way he wanted that night or the comeback road, but we'll get to that. As for the winner, who could have predicted what Jake Paul would do next? We don't have those answers, but that's episode 2, and we got a lot more to come. So,
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then I go